Let's get it up on here so I can. Okay, come on. There we go. That one. There we go. Right. I'm going to start spinning because then at least I can answer questions. Hello, people coming in. Hi, Wendy. Right. So we're on the Nano. I'm spinning up the Merino BFL soybean and silk that we blended up. The silver, oh my goodness, actually looks silver. I wonder if we've got, no, I don't have a thing on it. But it actually shines like silver. I'm really, really, really impressed with it. So, yeah. Hi. You all right, Silk Spinner? So, I've still got the green to do and the pink. So, that's what I'm doing now. And it drafts beautifully. So, I think I've got my blend that I want for my jumper. So, I know I said I weren't buying anymore, but I reckon I will be. Hi, Dizzy Talk. Dizzy Tack, rather. Duh. Can't read. Right, this is fast because it will be fine, as you can see. I'll let that go on. We'll have to look back and see how you got. Do you know what I did? I did platinum. I dyed it on the Rovins. And to be fair, I honestly think it's the silk and the soybean together that's made it actually look silver. So, yeah. Oh, cheers, Wendy. Hi, Kaylin. Yep, okay, but wondering why I chose now to undo the bottom of a tubular cast on. Can't see the colours properly. Oh, no. Thank you. This is the one we all did together. Although you can't really see it. I have put another lamp on, but when it moves across, you'll get to see it more. Don't forget, hit that like button. I mean, if you like it, that is. So, I remember one question that I got in the planning for 2025. And it was, what have I learnt about myself in 2024? And what I learnt was I can do it. It doesn't matter how much I say to myself, I can't do that. I can. And I've proven to myself I can. If I just have a bit of patience and slow down a bit, I can do it. Even if it's just an hour a day, it's still doing something each day. So, yeah, that's what I've learnt about myself. I've learnt patience and I've learnt how to slow down. Not much patience, don't get me wrong. I still couldn't do, what do you call it? natural dyeing because it takes too long. But spinning and persevering with the knitting and finishing things is new to me. So yeah, actually finishing things, I'm quite impressed with my little self. I can tell which way I draft because I pull it. Welcome everyone coming in. I am doing supported long draw. I couldn't set up the tripod so that you could see everything I was doing, as well as having the computer in front of me so I can see what's going on. So this is why we're up in the air. And we'll just shift that along. I do like to hook onto the opposite side so that it knows which way it's going. So anyway, I hope everybody's okay. And like a fool, when I asked you other day for questions, I went and answered them all rather than writing them down and writing them out. You know, because that's what you do when you ask for questions. I do have a couple of questions on the knitting front, but I'll get around to that towards the end when I can get a pen and paper and we'll write everything down together. Well, I'll write it down on camera. So I'll move the nano out of the way. Because I've got still got a couple of questions about swatches and things, so and I've got a tool that came with a magazine, and I also got build your own sweater with the magazine, so I think I'm going to use that and do everything that tells me to do, but I'm going to show you it. I just wanted to do some spinning first because I'm really enjoying spinning this blend that I've made. If you want to see the blending of this fibre, it were a couple of weeks back, either just before or just after Christmas, but not quite in the new year. Either that or it were the first Fibre Friday, but I don't think it was. Yeah, I think it were before New Year, so you can see the pretty pink. Are you going to be knitting more socks? Yes. Yes, I am. The blend that we were doing yesterday on Fibre Friday, I'm going to blend all that south down and I'm going to turn that south down into socks because it's harder to felt, and then Chris won't struggle so much washing my socks. Do you think you will buy more spinning wheels? I love your new team member, Miss Vivian. Yes. If I buy more wheels, it'll be electric ones. Just because I have my favourite, which is Apprentice, the Kromsky. I like Vivian, but she is heavy and I have to use both feet. So I need to get used to her. That'll come during Tour de Fleece, I'm sure. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a bigger version to this lovely little dude, because then I can do 3 bobbins or 4 bobbins on here and then ply them onto the bigger one. Because right now I ply on the Kromsky with this. I don't ply on the Nano. Do you think Cheviot will make good socks? I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure if Cheviot felts. I think it does, but it might be good to blend it with some Firestar, bamboo and other shenanigans, which will make it stronger and probably help it not to felt as much. Because I don't think bamboo felts, and I don't think silk felts either, but they do stick to one another. It is ever so strange watching myself, but it's behind. I have Cheviot on my needles now, halfway through the first sock, so I hope it's okay. Bless you. I would have thought so. Just don't do what Chris does and shove them on a 60-degree wash and then expect them to be all right when they come out of dryer. Oh, sugar. I had an itch, pulled it all. So yeah, I'm filling near enough a full bobbin with one bat. But I do like this blend, and I do believe it will be fantastic for a sweater because it'll be warm and soft, but also cool at the same time because it's got silk and soybean in. So because it's a merino as well, it'll eat, say, body odors. So you don't have to wash it as much either. How do you cope with bamboo? I've got a World of Wool blend that has bamboo in it. And right, I find that when it comes from, say, World of Wool, I struggle as well. And it's because of the amount of bamboo that it's got together. Same with any other blends that they do, say, that's got silk or soybean and stuff. Since I've blended this, oh my God, it spins marvellously. If you've got a blending board or a drum carder, I advise putting it through it just to blend the fibres a bit more, because when they come straight from mill, they're not actually blending them, they're just putting them together in strips. So yeah, it's not a blend in my eyes, it's a side-by-side kind of comb top, if that makes sense. I've got to start the tubular cast on again. Oh, bless you. Do you know, I do things like that. I really do. Yeah, just the blend is they are good. Don't get me wrong, but you do need to blend them yourself, in my opinion. If you want an even blend throughout your spin, and or say you're struggling with the silk or the bamboo because it's coming off in clumps or it's going thick and thin, I advise, even if it's just hand cards and making yourself mini Rolags, just make yourself just blend it that little bit extra before using it, and you'll see a massive difference. Oh, I'm glad I could help. Move that on, hook that over. Hello, Hunter. No one can see you unless you come and put your hand over here. You just come to do the cat's head in. I do believe I go a bit quick for the nano. This is why I think I could do with a bigger one as well.
Hello.
Dizzy Tack says hello.
He kicked me in the nose.
Right, that'll do. Hi, Sheila. We've just finished combing black Cheviot sheep. Oh, a fleece rather, not a sheep. And have a few comb tops to spin up. Hi, Hunter. The blend is Diadu Morata. It's a lovely colour. Ooh, it sounds exotic. I'm sure I've said that all completely wrong. That sounds lovely, Sheila. I spin on the nano and ply on my other wheel. It's just got to be done. Hi, Lotus Bloom. Hi, I've been subscribed for years and this is my first time catching you live. Oh, bless you. Thank you ever so much. It's Day of the Dead in English and you said it fine. Cool. Yay. Don't forget those thumbs up, my lovelies. They do help the channel. I know it's hard work if you're on TV or whatever. Hey, have you seen we're nearly at 3,000 subscribers? I'm well impressed with us little selves. This little family's getting bigger. There will be more spinners in this world. There will. And knitters and weavers and crocheters. I mean, we've already got our Chrissy going, haven't we? How well's she doing with that jumper? I mean, don't get me wrong. She's now been crocheting for a year. That's all, a year. And she does amigurumi. She's done all sorts. And I'm so proud of her. Because she actually doesn't start something until she's finished what she's doing. So that in itself's a feat in my book. I'm the third to like the video. Let's run it up, lovers. Oh, bless you, Lotus. We're getting there. So yes, I will be getting out the book I was talking about, and I'll get the little tool that I was talking about, and we'll have a gander at that. There's a lesson to you. Hang on, it moved. There's a lesson to you. Well done, Chrissy. Yes, I know. It is a lesson to me, but I'll still end up with like 500 whips. Don't worry about it. Gives me something to do on Whip Wednesday. Starting and finishing a project is something to celebrate every time. Well done to her. I know. I can't believe... Don't get me wrong, I think there's 2 projects that she put down because she didn't have enough yarn went to go and get some more and it had sold out. Hi, Chris. So she just put it down and started it in a different yarn. She says, I'll find a different use for that when I've got no else to use. So, yeah, I'm proud of her, I really am. I can't wait for her to finish this jumper. It's going to look so cool. Well, we've only been on 20 minutes. It feels like 5. I'm well impressed. Chatting away. I love it. We're all doing well, Chris. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, I need to move my hook. I've been and had my scans and x-rays. I'm now just waiting on results. As soon as I know anything, I'll let you all know. But I've got to wait for my surgeon to actually look at them because everyone else hasn't got all the stuff that they need to look. I'm hoping I'll find out next week. But it's up to 14 days, I do believe. Being here with you all is a pleasure. Thanks for the welcome. Oh, bless you, Lotus. You're always welcome. Everyone's always welcome. There's a lot of love in this on this channel. No animosities. We don't talk politics because everybody's got a different view, and when you talk politics, you end up arguing. So we don't do politics, we do craft. And we help each other. And that is how the world should be, in my opinion. Hi, Melissa. Thanks, Lotus. See, I get all these afterwards. Do you know, the fibre community is the nicest community I've found as well. Although you can get some bitchiness within knitting and crochet, don't get me wrong. I didn't think you could copy patterns, but obviously you can. Because, I mean, I thought all the stitches had been made. I didn't realise we were still making new stitches, so I'm not sure how that works. But we all make friends and carry on in and I can't be bothered with drama nowadays. And I think that's what the fibre community is all about. We don't do animosity and stuff. It's great. Could you please pause the wheel? I know. So we can... Oh, yeah. Of course you can. That's what we've got right now. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. This is my regular natural spin now. I really struggle getting anything thicker. But by the time I've finished, I do end up with either I'd say between a 4-ply and a DK. There are fibres that spin themselves thicker. And then, yeah. It will be a 3-ply. I will chain ply them. And then Oh, cat, don't start scratching on that and you're going to end up making everything wobble. So, yeah, I've got it in me, all in my little tub. And I'm pulling it out as I go. So what I did is I just zigzag stripped the bat and gone from there. I did, actually. Dog just jumped up and I've no idea how I did it, but I think you're in timeout. Oh dear. I don't know, Willow. You little turd. Is that the pink one you made just before the Princess Blue? No, this one I do believe were either just before or just after Christmas. It was the green, silver, and it was the platinum, moss green, and magenta, I think it was. So yeah, this silver's just amazing. And in daylight, it actually shines like silver. It's, oh, I love it. It is really, really, really pretty. And I want to try it again because it actually looks like silver.
Hello.
I think you are very clever the way you chain ply. I've tried several times and failed each time. Right, right, Hunter, could you do me a big favour? Just pass me a ball of yarn from over there.
Okay.
One that ain't attached to all. Right. The best way for me, thank you, to explain this is to actually show you in slow motion. Don't forget to hit the like button. Cheers, Lotus. Any other admins know how to undo timeouts? I think it'll just sort itself out, Wendy. I'm not sure. So you're going to do, yeah, because this was the easiest way I learnt. So say that's on. You've got your triangle. You're going to hook it up with this finger here and you're going to pull it through. And while that's happening, that is twisting that way. So when it gets to a point where your fingers are tight again, you open it up, grab it, pull it through, and then that'll carry on twisting. Does that make sense? I don't know how it works either. How do we sort out timeout? I don't know. So that's the best way I can show it, is you've got to keep the tension with those. That triangle is everything. If you let that go sloppy, you're going to end up with all the curlicues and this, that, and t'other. So you have to keep it, the tension. I find when you're coming down, get your little finger in so that when you're pulling through, anything that gets caught, it's not twisting on itself and it makes it easier to then get out of it and keep it tight. So long as you keep all these three tight, it works. If you leave them all like that, it's just, there's no way of it working and doing what it has to do, if you understand me. My theory. Oh my God, what have I done to it? I've knotted my yarn somehow. It's all good. So maybe try your first time doing it on your hands like I've just done so that you can get the feel for it. So slow down. I'd actually get some yarn, some acrylic, and try that the way you're going to try it out. So, and then when you go to the wheel, your hands know what they've got to do. You've just got to keep your fingers before the twist and bring it down. Try not to let the twist past your fingers. They're the best bits of advice I can offer. I always use the tension on my laser Kate when playing. Yeah, that does help if you've got a laser Kate. No, I'm definitely not Irish. I could be Irish if I thought about it. I went a bit Irish and Scottish then. SIRR, Adi sir. That's Irish. I'm a Yorkshire lass. I come from North Yorkshire. Let's have a gander and see. Yeah, a bit like the Deathly Hallows. It looks like that triangle. Let's see if we can save our lovely silk spinner. I'm going to add her as a monetizer. Standard monitoring. Save. See if that brings her back. Has that brought silk spinner back? When you come back, if you don't want to be a monetizer, I will remove you from being a monetizer. I'm just hoping that brings you back in. I can't believe Wendy did that to you. Wendy, I hope you're telling off our bloody Willow. You're not a girl, Willow. I don't know. Anyway, back to spinning. Stick with the Yorkshire lass. The Irish, no. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I know. 3 fellas wanted. I like to do Welsh as well because of Fireman Sam. Fireman Sam down in Pontypandy. I know Willow did it, darling. We'll blame Willow every time.
My 3 dots. They're going in here. Better say that, don't we?
Dobby, don't come up here. Good boy. You don't want to get your nose caught. Do you know, I've got all 3 cats in here right now. I've got Toffee up on my side, Tula in my twirly chair, and Dobby's just left. I've learned chain plying by thinking of the process as being hand crochet chain. Yes, perfect way. You are a brilliant storyteller and loved your audio videos. Oh, thank you. There'll be another one out tomorrow. I'm hoping to get 4 chapters into that one.
Yeah.
Because there will be a couple of months where I won't be doing them due to the 100-day knitting challenge, as that was the one I would prefer to sort of like sacrifice for a couple of months, as I am getting better at reading out loud, and it is basically I'm teaching myself to read out loud. I'm getting better at it, and I am starting to enjoy it. It's just having times in the house where it's quiet and you ain't got permanent noise from Hunter outside in the other room. But instead of finger crocheting next row, I'm adding twisting. Exactly. Yes, I have 3 cats now. I'm so jealous. I have now lost. Oh, poor babies. They're still sat with you though, Chris. It's the way I see it. Still sat with you. So yeah, I've got Tula, who's 3, nearly 4. We've got Toffee, who's 2. And we've got Dobby, who's about 6 months old. Yay. Do you have a pattern sorted out for the 100-day challenge? Yes, I'm going to talk about that very soon. I just thought I'd get a bit of spinning done before pulling out the book and the tool that I'm going to be using. Because, like I said, this fibre is just gorgeous. Yes, a challenge, Chris. Yep, exactly. Do you know, there are times I feel like Harry sits down next to me. So, I'm going to just unplug that. Plug that in there so the cats can't get it. So it's all together in its little box. It's so cute. What, Sweet Pea?
Made a mistake.
Oh, you got it in the door. Wonderful. Yeah. Right, so this is the book that I got with the magazine. Let me just go get my little tool. And this is the tool I got with the machine. And what I want to do is we've picked Christopher's pattern. We're going to go with, is it Brooke or Danielle? No, not that one, it's Brooke. There we go. No, it wasn't, it was Cynthia. Yeah, that one. So we're going for the seamless top down. But if you look, I write my own stitches, my own stitch countdown in all these spaces. I've got a chart that does, well, whether I'm using 4-ply, DK or Aran. I go to that with whatever measurements I've got and then go through and check. I think that is for my stitch count tension, but I'm not sure. Puts peeling apples down to pick up paper for maths. Yes. So I'm going to do Christopher's jumper in a plain raglan. I do it just plain stockinette?
Tula, take care of
This is the question. Hunter, don't do that. Leave her be.
I need to take care of Dobby.
Or I do? You can't even see that diamond pattern. Why do it in purple? Just looks like a purple splodge. Do I do a pattern or do I just do it straight up as stockinette? I don't know. Or do I do the mistake rib? not too sure what to do. But yeah, we've got to think man, not female. So this was the book, what is it I got it from? Knit Now. And it does tell me how to use that thing there. Right. Swatch and see. Yeah, I could do that. Do I do the swatches as part of the 100-day knitting challenge, or do I do them before? That's a question. Cable up the centre of each or one arm. Oh, that'd work, Chris. You could do a textured yoke, then stock. Yeah. Mistake stitch is lovely and very easy but effective. I would say that depends on the colour of yarn and how much. Well, the colour of yarn is very, very dark. I'll get it for you. So it's going to start off in this dark Shetland. So it's going to go from dark at the top down to this lighter Shetland. And then if I need any more, I can either spin some more of this up, or I can go onto the grey Shetland just to finish it off. So I'd swatch before the start. Right. Does Chris like patterned knitwear? You want the mistake stitch?
Yeah,
mistake rib.
Yeah.
Right. It said mistake rib. It's just come to tell me. So yeah, they're the colours we're going with. I can't believe he's just been watching. I'm still spinning up some of the chocolate Shetland, and then I've got, like I say, a bit more of this to do because I haven't got enough in these 2 bags for a jumper for Chris. But I'm just going to spin and knit as I go, and just, yeah, just hope to go with it. We're just going to roll with it. We're going to get there in the end, because I've still got stuff, locks to flick, which are going to be part of Work on a Whip Wednesday or part of Fibre Fridays. So, yeah. Yes, it does. Yeah. Oh, blah, blah. That is a great colour. They are great colours. Those colours leave stockinette stitch to be lovely. It would, but he's given his choice. He wants the mistake rib. That's what he's going for. So that's my 2-row repeat. Oh, I like 2-row repeats. Hi, Chris. That's from Wendy. Hi, Wendy. So, oh gosh, smacking camera. So, yes, I am going to make that for him. But I want mine exactly the same, except for I'm going to use 2 different sorts. It's not that one, it's this one. I know what I want. I want to do like not on the sleeve bit, but on this bit, the double moss stitch or the moss stitch on that bit, and those being just straight stockinette and straight stockinette underneath that bit being moss stitch or whatever. Hi Kim, you all right, my darling? Hi Deborah. Do you know, that is the reason why I love Shetland. As finicky and as much of a pain in the ass, it really is. It's gorgeous. It's really, 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 really gorgeous. That's a nice balance of texture and stockinette. Well, that's what I would think. You know, just for, because it's girly, I thought that's what I'd go with. And then I also, because mine won't be done for a long time, but I'm planning it. After I've done Chris's, I want to do Hunter one, but he's got to choose all his stuff and I've got to spin up his yarn. And then so on and so forth. Oh, you diamond. I'll have that now. Just pass it here. Thank you. Oh, he's made me a brew. What a gem. You've just cleaned your first Shetland. Thank you. Just clean your first Shetland and it's lovely. Yes. Just remember, a lot of Shetlands, not all, but a lot of Shetlands do have a rise either at the base or at the top or both. The three that I'm still going through, I've got a rise at both ends and it is one pain in the backside, but I love how soft it is to say that they're not meant to be as soft as what this is. I love it. I will say the darker the colour, it seems to be the softer the fibre. I've really enjoyed it. Not double coated, no. Some of it, I suppose, I haven't had a double coated Shetland. I'm not sure they are, but there could be. I'm working with BFL. It's the biggest fleece I've worked with. Do you know what? As tiresome as BFL can be, it is them locks, them curly little cute locks that you have to put on combs no matter what. They're just, they're gorgeous. I'm setting my Shetland aside to attempt a wedding ring shawl one of these days. I do not blame you. I really, really want to try a hap shawl myself because they are stunning. But I've got to get used to knitting first before I can even attempt something that intricate. Right, let me get a lock and I'll show you what I mean by rise. Wah!
Hello.
So, what have we got here? Those curls are my favourite, shiny and soft. Yes, they are. Does everybody like merino? Lots of people do, but I prefer... I'm more of a Polworth Rambouillet girl myself. I do like Shetland. I love Shetland. And I prefer BFL. Don't get me wrong, merino's lovely, but it's merino. You can get it anywhere. It's one of the most popular fibres out there, but I do prefer Polworth and fibres like that. So, onto the rise.
Hello.
So, say you've got a fleece like this, and you think, oh, it's quite nice, yeah. But down here, where it grows, where it's been sheared, you tend to get like a stress line. So just pulls off. And that's where you tend to find the majority of your scurf in Shetland. It's usually in the rise, so you can pull it off. So that would turn into neps. Even though it's not a second cut, that is a rise. So that's the previous year. No, that's the new year, New Year's growth that would have rued naturally, but because now we shear them, we get a rise. And this would be the year before. So that pulls off as well. So that is the rise from the year before. And it's one of those things you get with sheep that should naturally rue. So there you go. That is now able to be flicked and put onto carder. It's one of those things it's taken me a long time to learn about Shetland just because I bought it thinking I knew everything about everything, and this fleece really taught me that I knew fudge and all about anything. So I've had to do quite a bit of research into Shetland to be able to sort it out properly. I like to reactivate the crimp when spinning processed merino to put some life back into it before spinning. Yeah, that's why I tend to, with merino, blend it with other things because it just gives it a bit more. Right, yeah, you've got that. Cool. Merino is almost a spinner's version of box store acrylic yarn, in my opinion. It's so popular. Yeah, that's the best way I could have gone with it. I just finished shedding another wedding. Right, Hunter, will you stop? That is really off-putting when I'm trying to read. I don't need you waving your arms and your legs around. Thanking you very much. Right. Where were I? I've just finished shed another wedding ring shawl. I was lucky to have been taught it when I was a Perry lass growing up in Shetland. Oh, wow. You're coming out with Shetland talk. Thank you for the explanation, and now I understand what I found. Yes, it's not second cut, it's the rise. Don't panic. I'm not a fan of merino. It's okay from fleece. I've never processed it from fleece, so I can't say. I would like to try. But then I suppose doing Polworth and Rambouillet, I've technically done merino in a way. I'm a medium wool gal. Yes. I tell you one I would like to try, but I'm going to have to get it from America, is Target. I think I have tried it, but I'm not sure. So I really want to try again at some point. You mentioned Polworth. I had the greatest luck in finding 3 bundles of Polworth fluff last September. I remember that you said about the wool and snagged them up. Yes. If Polworth ever comes up in fleece form, grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. It really is amazing stuff. Oh, who was the... Oh, right. Let me think. There were a spinner I used to watch and do it. She combed some Polworth up, and she'd actually, it were an Australian as well that she'd been over checked and had it sent back. I think she's called the Natural Spinner. And oh my God, when she was spinning off them combs, Oh, yes, that's it. The natural spit. Look, she got there before me. I should have just looked at comments instead of looking at my book and messing with fibre. What am I like? Yes, the natural spinner. She's absolutely wonderful. If you want relaxing, to falling asleep relaxing, go and watch the natural spinner or even the soulful spinner. The soulful spinner, her voice is so relaxing. It's unreal. It's great. Hunter, hi you. Oh dear, bless him. So yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, that were it. My questions. Right. So when I'm doing the swatch, when I'm counting it on this, is it just that bit and that bit, or is it that full triangle that I need to check? And what is these bits all about? I never know. I like learning new things, but when I get something as strange as this, I'm like, what? I'm not doing maths. But I suppose maths is knitting, crochet, spinning. I just choose not to do it. Row and stitch with. Right. So these are the centimetres, aren't they? Do we have one with inches? No. So tension. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Point arrow to your tension. So that one goes to whichever done it. And then that tells me how many stitches I have. What does it say on that? To make your desired size, you will need this many stitches and rows. Okay. Over 4 inch. 20 centimetres is 4 inch. I just used a calculator. Do you know, I forget I can do that. I think now that I'm an adult, I shouldn't have to use calculators. I should know basic maths. But, well, hey. I don't think I've ever known basic maths. 1 row stitches across within 4 inches with 1 column of stitches for rows within 4 inches. Right, cool. Cool beans. I also want to try colour work. I want to do my first ever bit of colour work. So, I know I shouldn't go straight into a project, but what's the best small project you can think of that's not making 2 of something that I can try colour work on? A cowl. Ooh, yeah, that'd keep me warm. A hat. Yes. Means I'd have to start using double pointed needles to do the decrease at top. Because I need to get used to using DPNs as well. Because as much as I love my circulars, not everything can be done on a circular. And I'm starting to realise that. Cowl. Headband. Ooh, yeah. A hood. Now, there you're talking. Ooh. So we've got 2 for a cowl, 1 for a hat, 1 for a headband, and 1 for a hood. Where's my book and pen? Let's write these down. Suggestions for colour work. Cowl. 1, 2. Hat. 1. Headband. 1. Hood. 1. Ooh, scarf. 1. Table runner. I don't have a table. Otherwise I would. So I'm not going to be horrible. I aren't going to add that one down. Cushion cover. Do you know, I've been thinking about doing a cushion for ages. You might just have won that one, Wendy. I'm attempting to double knit a headband right now, making my brain hurt. Oh, bless you. A Minecraft style of colourwork swatch for blocks that could eventually be a blanket, table runner or cowl, something. You mentioned Minecraft and that just really put me off. I never understood these kids that love Minecraft when we went from pixelated computers to normal. Why do you want to go back to pixelated? Grr, it's hard work. Do you watch Anne and Carlos? They have good tips on colourwork. I do, and I shall check them out, Chris. Thank you. I watched them to get the basic of how I'm going to make my own jumper for Chris, because there were 2 fellas. I thought, well, fellas know how to work for fellas. I made Christmas ornaments with colour work from them. Oh, cool. Something in the round is best as colour work. Knit flat is harder. Right, I'll write that down. In the round is easier. Wonderful. Each year they have a free pattern for a large stocking. 6 rows a day. Ooh. Oh, no. I've been looking for Christmas stocking patterns and they just keep giving me Christmas socks and I don't want socks. Cool. I'm going to have a look at that, Chris. Thank you. Right. Kim, Wendy's asking, what's double knitting? Is it brioche? Best I could think for colouring in blocks for stitches. Laugh out loud. I never understood Minecraft either. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean it like that. It was just the word Minecraft. Then it goes up for sale, so watch around the middle of November. I will do. Thank you. I've been doing overlay mosaic blankets all last year. This year is the year of socks. Go on, Dizzy Tack. I keep saying talk. I'm sorry. Dizzy Tack. I need to learn to read. Double knitting is where you knit 2 layers of fabric at the same time. Both sides are knit on the outside, usually done in 2 different colours. What? Mind blown. That's advanced knitting. It's all right, Wendy. We're not advanced knitters. Shh, don't worry. I'm talking to wrong bit. I talked to computer then instead of my phone. Wendy, we're not advanced as that. Well, you might be. I don't know. There's me saying we're not, and you could be. I'm not. That just hurts my brain. Oh, look, see, Wendy's like, oh, it sounds like brioche. That's, yeah, Wendy's better than me. I've never done a mosaic blanket either, Dizzy Tack. I've never done brioche. It scares me. Do you know what? I have been looking at brioche recently thinking, well, basically that's the fisherman knit stitch. Just with an extra step or two. I think you do a slip, you knit one, slip one purlwise, yarn over and knit one and repeat. I think. I'm not sure. But when you're doing it with two colours, you have to have it on double pointed needles to move it back so that you can use the other colour again. Is that right? Have I got that right or wrong? It's green and pink on one side, white on the other. Ooh, pretty. Tried double knitting, not fun. Working on two colour brioche sweater. I find it's all scary until you try. Mosaic crochet is easy. If you can do a chain, double and treble crochet stitch, you can do it. I can do all them. I can. Do you know, I think I have done some form of mosaic crochet, but it's me. And at that point, I was getting fed up and bored of everything that I were doing. So I've got like 400 different whips of me trying different stitches, if that makes sense. Oh, well, I do believe we've been on an hour. I'm now going to say goodbye because I love you all and I wouldn't mind doing a bit more spinning, but I need to go through and find a couple of patterns to go with these. And I'm going to go on to whatever it is, Ravelry. And I've got a hat pattern off there. And I'm going to get a cowl, a hood, a scarf, a cushion, and a headband pattern as well. And I'm just going to go for it this year. I am going to test out how well I can knit. We're going for it. So, don't forget, no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night time, I want you to do what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there, and I'll definitely see you all again very soon. Goodbye, my beautifuls. Mwah. Love y'all.